Warning, this video may contain French people. Viewer discretion is advised.
Bad Blood 2003 took place on the 15th of June 2003 at the Compaq Center in Houston, Texas in front of 10,000 people with a buy rate of 385,000 and was a Raw exclusive pay-per-view. We have an amazing set tonight and a pretty good rock song that fits the theme of the show, much better than the rap songs at modern shows. Match 1. The Dudley Boys vs Christopher Nowinski and Rodney Mack. They built this up by Teddy Long's crew trying to separate Bubba and Devon by race. They are like modern people. Be against racism by making everything about race. It's like stopping fires by pouring gasoline on a house and lighting a match. He asks why do you get the tables and not Bubba? I would have said because Bubba is fat. Nowinski is wearing a wet metal mask for his busted face. The match starts fun but then trickles off and starts to drag in spots. Devon hesitates to get the tables, allowing Nowinski to hit Bubba with his mask to win, and that finish just kills the crowd. The match overall was decent, but that finish sucked like a Dyson.
That sucked.
Rating, a C-. Throughout the show we had a Regnat triathlon take place between Stone Cold and Eric Bischoff. The first contest is a burping contest. Yes, that is right.
Kill me.
Alright.
I wish I was dead.
Each get 3 burps to win. Of course it is piped in and is a complete waste of time. This was not funny. Austin wins. Match 2, Test vs Scott Steiner. The winner gets Stacy Keibler's managerial services. Test has been a total sleazebag. He wants to make Stacy his personal whore. He has been an entertaining arsehole at least. Stacy gets a bigger pop than both of them. She is wearing a beautiful dress with those 41.5-inch legs, and it is super short dress as it should be. Wow. She knows how to use her hips. Steiner jumps off the apron to attack Test, but slips, then he does some sloppy punches. That is one way to let everyone know you are shit from the get-go. Test did well on offense until Steiner caught Test off the ropes and hit a dreadful belly to belly. He is just so bad here. Stacy slaps Test, but he boots Steiner and it is a good near fall, a plus for the match. Test throws Stacy to the ground, but then hits himself on the head with a chair and gets pinned by Scott. Okay, that was a fantastic ending to a middling match. Also, fire the cameraman for not catching Stacy's arse on her leaving the ring. He had like 4 attempts.
It's stupid! It's stupid!
Rating, a C-. Back to the triathlon. For some reason, there is a tractor. But we will have a pie eating contest. Yes, the dirty meaning of pie, not an actual pie. Austin will choose the flavour of pie for Eric. It will be Mae Young, obviously. Match 3, Intercontinental Championship, Booker T vs Christian. In the build-up we had a fun Spinaroonie contest where we got the King-a-Rooney, which was hilarious.
Oh, look at this! Oh my god!
Booker T is in his hometown here, and he has awesome pyro. Fire! This was actually a well-paced match, good action and quite even, much better than their previous matches. Booker T at one point hit a beautiful and lovely missile dropkick. We also get the Spinaroonie from Booker, and it might have been one of his cleanest and best. Christian tries to run away, but the ref decides if he leaves, then he forfeits the title, so he runs back, but he just ends up hitting Booker T with the belt to get himself DQ'd. Crowd chants bullshit.
That's bullshit!
As it was, another disappointing finish to a good match. Rating, a C. Second round of the Redneck Triathlon, pie eating. This is going to be tough to watch, but at least we get his incredible theme song. I'm back, and I'm better than ever, got a neck for making things better. What a shocker, Mae Young comes out. Who saw this coming? She is 80 years old here, and she actually moves well for her age. She is so sprightly. She strips to a thong and gives Eric a bronco buster.
None of these things are good news for my genitalia, which has run away.
On a list of things I did not need to see, that was one of them. Apparently she put sardines in her underwear to prank Eric. Austin gives her a stunner and forfeits the round. Match 4, World Tag Team Championship, Kane and RVD versus La Resistance. Kane has been going through a crisis. Stone Cold chewed him out and tried to get him angry. Kane refused to chokeslam Austin. RVD then tried to get Kane fired up, but to no avail. But it is brewing. Kane has Slow Chemical now. It is one of his best theme songs of all time, no doubt. Kane does awesome in this match, with his hot tag offense being fantastic. The action's well paced and fun. Kane and RVD have some dissent throughout, and then to end the match, RVD does a front flip dive late on and lands on Kane, which leads to them losing to a double flapjack. Crowd is going to riot with all these heels winning. We now have French champions. Man, I just despise French people. Except Maurice, of course. Rating, a C. Match 5, Goldberg vs Chris Jericho. This has actually been quite a fun feud to look back on. It all started when someone tried to run over Goldberg, as you do. Lance Storm did it and got killed. It wasn't his order though, it was Jericho who ordered it. Jericho claims they were friends in WCW, but Goldberg's ego got too big and refused to fight him. So that is why Jericho quit and became a megastar in WWE. Jericho has been trying to get Goldberg pissed off. He threw paint on his car, made him spear a referee, pepper sprayed him, and speared him. And I gotta say, this was a really well put together match. It was so smartly done to make Jericho not get squashed and give the feeling he could win it. Goldberg sells his shoulder really well throughout, even doing some offense more sloppy on purpose due to his injury. Smart. Big moment as Jericho dodges a spear and Goldberg goes through the barricade. This allowed Jericho to get some more offense in. Goldberg looked great, his spears are just absolutely on point. He wins with a jackhammer after a fantastic match. Definitely give this match a watch even if you aren't a Goldberg fan. This was good stuff. Rating, a B+. Austin and Bischoff spin the wheel for the final round. A sing-off. Oh lord no. Match 6, Shawn Michaels vs Ric Flair. Shawn and Flair had some great promos with each other in this build-up. This is a dream match. However, it doesn't quite deliver at the level it should have. Don't get me wrong, it is good. Very good in fact. But these two are capable of so much more than this. We do get an awesome moment when Shawn does a top rope crossbody to the outside through a table which he placed Flair on. It looked so smooth. The match is also full of very well done chops. It was technically good, not amazing, but still great. The ending? Well, the ref gets low blowed, Shawn Michaels hits sweet chin music, but Orton hits him with a chair and places Flair onto Shawn for the win. What is it with this show and terrible match finishes? Rating, a B. Match 7, Stone Cold vs Eric Bischoff, Redneck Triathlon. To recap, the burping contest was boring and stupid, the pie eating contest was traumatic, now on to the sing-off. Eric sings his own song, and by sings I mean he mimes very poorly. Austin stops him on the Titantron, he has to sing it live, and it is trash. Austin tells him he sucks and stinks and is a horrible loser. Austin decides to spin the wheel again for the pig pen fun. Oh, they just happen to have a pig pen in the arena. How convenient. Austin beats him up and throws him into the pig pen in a big bump, to be fair. All that for that. Just so long-winded and stupid for a decent payoff. Rating, an E. Main event, World Heavyweight Championship, Triple H vs Kevin Nash, Hell in a Cell. Mick Foley is our special referee as Triple H threatened the refs to not do this match, but Mick is a crazy son of a bitch, so took the job after Austin called him in. Triple H is in a beautiful set of blue trunks. This was a physical brawl. Triple H sells the pain very well, chairs and stairs are used. In fact, a lot of weapons are used as Hunter is beaten to a pulp, but manages to come back with a brutal hammer shot to the quad and then to Nash's head. Like a hammer. Hammer, not a sledgehammer. He is busted open. It makes sense given that shot, and this is a blood feud, so I'll allow it. Triple H even uses a screwdriver, but he uses it in a working way and not like nowadays where they use it properly to be edgy retards. We also get a barbed wire bat used, reference to Mick Foley. Triple H takes it to the head which busts him open. Again, makes sense here. He then gets snake-eyed into the bat, holy brutality.
Bang! Bang! Bang!
I love Triple H's desperation. He resorts to using a wooden crate on Triple H's head to buy some time to get his trusty sledgehammer. Foley takes it away from him for some reason, so Triple H hits him but gets dropped by Nash. Foley gets busted open here from a chair shot to the head by Triple H, but this wakes up Foley, who hits Mr. Socko on Triple H, so Hunter kicks him in the balls and then Nash hits him with the stairs by accident. He then takes another huge bump into the cell, does Foley. Triple H gets catapulted into the barbed wire and takes a jackknife. Foley comes back to count 2 in an amazing near fall. Triple H uses the sledgehammer on Nash and hits a pedigree for the win. This was an all-time classic match and perhaps one of Nash's best matches ever. It has physical brutality this feud thrived on, the great story, callbacks, and it felt like a true war. Great main event. Rating, an A. A pretty good show overall with a fantastic main event between Nash and Triple H, and it easily wins match of the night. It also took the moment of the night with Foley performing Mr. Socko on Triple H, who sold it perfectly. The sexiest moment of the night once again goes to Stacy Keibler, whose tiny dress was captivating and hot. The worst match of the night was Stone Cold vs Eric Bischoff, which was a trek to get through and way too long. MVP awards, only one person per match can get an award. Bronze medal goes to Shawn Michaels for being Shawn Michaels. Silver goes to Goldberg for a great performance against Chris Jericho, proving he can wrestle sometimes. And gold goes to Triple H for being a fantastic seller and performer in the main event. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. You won't do it, but I'll say it anyways.
Peace out, my brothers.